Hey guys, how's it going? Bill the Butcher here. In this video, I'm going to be discussing my top three favorite movies from the In the Line of Duty series, which were a series of 12 made-for-TV movies released by NBC between 1988 and 1997, which are all based on real-life law enforcement incidents in which, sadly, law enforcement personnel lost their lives. Um, Eight of the 10 movies were directed by Dick Lowry, which were also known for directing the made-for-TV movie series The Gamble starring Kenny Rogers. Plus, he most of the movies he directed had frequent collaborations between two actors. Dan Lawyer, which appeared in three of them, who was the father from The Wonder Years, and Michael Gross appeared in three, which is better most known for playing Burt Gumbs in the film series Tremors. The first movie I'm going to discuss is actually the first film in the series, uh, the the F.B.I. murders, which is based on the 1986 FBI Miami shootout, where Michael Gross, which in this movie he actually looks a lot like Burt from Tremors, and Dave Soul plays two Vietnam vets who robbed banks in Miami in 1986, and at the end of it, during a felony stop, when the FBI pulls them over, they get into a violent shootout, which causes the life of two FBI agents. It's good. Like, I mean, I liked it just because Michael Gross is in it, and like I was a huge fan of him in Tremors. So and plus, I did go back and track down a documentary on it, and just it's just fascinating. Like, did how like the FBI actually used this incident as a training module to prevent future incidents like this happening. So like they even used it as a training module. So like if you get a chance, like I said, this is like still a good one. So this is number three on the list. Number two is actually the final one in the series, in the line of duty, Blaze of Glory, which stars Bruce Campbell, better known as Ash Williams from the Evil Dead series, and Lori Loughlin and Valerie Whitfield. Bruce Campbell and Lori Loughlin play a couple, Jill and Jeff Eckerson, who robbed banks in Chicago in the early, like I think it's the early '90s, and the wife has like insomnia, so that comes into play later on in the movie. But they get caught. She gets killed by the FBI, and he doesn't end up believing them. Then when he finally does, as he's like being escorted out of the courthouse, he kills one marshal and that, and wounds another court officer, which both are killed, and he is eventually gunned down by the two FBI agents who caught them. It's the final one in the series, so it's a watch. And I mean, if you're a fan of Bruce Campbell, I mean, once I found out and that he was in one of the movies, I had to track it down like out of like and get it because I'm a huge Bruce Campbell fan too from Evil Dead. So yeah, like if you get a chance, this one looks like it's a really good one. Uh, but my top one, favorite one, is the 1993 In the Line of Duty Ambush in Waco, which is based around the lead up to the start of the Waco siege, uh, which just briefly was a 30. Just briefly sums up what it was. It was a 51-day standoff between starting out with the ATF, then later the FBI. But it was actually filmed during the actual siege, so there's like elements where there's one scene where David Koresh, played by Tim Daly, is delivering a sermon, and he ends up like, and when you look at when they show the followers, you can see that they got like a stunned, like disbelief look in their face. That scene was actually filmed on the final day of the siege on April 19th, when the compound went on fire. So they all just got the news, and that's why all the followers had those like disbelief looks on their faces. Um, like I like I always enjoyed this because like I'm kind of like fascinated with the whole Waco siege too. So I remember my father taping it when it aired to show my older sisters. So he was always like fascinated with it too. So probably explain my fascination with it. Um, and like I know it was hesitantly like because like a lot of people criticize the movie because it was produced in the siege and all that, and Actually, the writer denounced it like the script as like pro ATF propaganda, which I kind of agree to a point, but I just find how Russia was just and like how like they were filming it like just interesting. So plus, in fact, the one of the actors in the movie makes his feature film debut. James Marsden, who been known as Cyclops from the X Men series, plays ATF agent Steve Willis, who he only has a few lines in the movie. Like when they're doing the pre-raid drill scene, he just says when they're in the briefing, he for instructions, he just says yes. Then later on during the main raid, he just yells Federal Lincoln's will search won't open up as he's approaching the gate, and he's gunned down and killed. So I don't. I said it's one like I've watched this I don't know how many times like either probably 10 at least 10 or plus times. So like I I recommend like seeing it so like so like yeah. So basically like if you guys get a chance like I'm gonna be posting the complete list of the In the Line of Duty movies in the description. If you get a chance to track them down, I got all of them. It took me a while to get all of them because I had to track them down through 3 different websites. But if you get a chance, it'll like watch them or look them up and try to like look up the actual stuff that happened because it's really interesting. Um, but yeah, like just thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and share the video if you can, and I will see you in the next video. Don't get cut.